West 11 Sports Media presents Littlefield High School Baseball on the Littlefield Sports Network. Today's live broadcast is brought to you by the following Wildcats and Lady Cats supporters: the Littlefield Independent School District, First United Bank of Littlefield, Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wiley Implement and Spray Center. Also by Durable Builds, the Lance Insurance Agency, Brown Flying Service, Always Towing, Energy Fitness, and First Federal Bank Littlefield. We will go live to the ballpark right after a word from some of our Littlefield Wildcats supporters.
At Littlefield ISD, we're not just upgrading facilities, we're creating opportunities. Where students excel in dual credit courses, engage in effective vocational programs, and achieve associate's degrees upon graduation. Our staff brings real-world experience, guiding students to think critically and solve problems. Here we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student as we embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic.
Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, right here in Littlefield, provides grade A, Gold Star quality milk products to manufacturers around the world. We are proud to be here in Littlefield, and we support our student athletes. Our philosophy is to be a good neighbor to everyone in this town. We take pride in our work and in our community. Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, farms, people, and technology, achieving Gold Star quality. Go Cats!
What do dirty boots have to do with banking? Well, nothing unless you're one of our ag lenders. Just like farming and ranching, agribusiness requires hard work, and most banks aren't willing to get their hands or their boots dirty. Since 1907, we've been working closely. What do dirty boots have to do with banking? Well, nothing unless you're one of our ag lenders. Just like farming and ranching, agribusiness requires hard work, and most banks aren't willing to get their hands or their boots dirty. Since 1907, we've been working closely with producers to keep their operations successful. Whether it's an operational loan, or a loan for land or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West, and we're broadcasting live today as the Littlefield Wildcats are hosting the Idalou Wildcats in the district baseball opener here tonight. As we are just a few moments away from the first pitch, the head coaches along with two umpires meeting at the home plate as we get ready for this district matchup between Littlefield and Idalou. We are, of course, here at home tonight. If you're out and about in the Littlefield area, come on out to the ballpark and cheer on the Wildcats. We have, of course, free admission. The concession stand is open. Little windy, but the weather is good out here today. We are currently sitting at about 75 degrees outside and cooling off, as it is a little cloudy this evening, but it is cooling off. We have winds gusting out of the southwest up to about 30, 40 miles an hour at times. It's kind of come and gone. We had a little sprinkle here at the ballpark earlier, but for the most part, good weather here at the ballpark tonight for Wildcats baseball. So if you're out and about the Littlefield area, come on out and cheer on the Wildcats. For those of you that can't make it out to the ballpark, we thank you for tuning in to the broadcast here tonight. We're going to take another break, and I'll look at the lineups for both teams coming up right after this. You're watching Littlefield High School baseball here on the Littlefield Hit a home run and open a free checking account at First Federal Bank, Lamb County's hometown bank. No monthly maintenance fees, free bank statements, free checking account servicing, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile deposit, and free smiles when you bank at First Federal Bank in Littlefield. Remember to choose the Wildcat debit card, and by doing so, First Federal Bank will contribute a small donation to LISD. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your mom got a new tractor?
Yep.
Can she see in the dark?
Can do.
Hook up all the implements?
Can do.
Steer with ease?
Can do.
Bale hay all day?
Can do.
Shift like a race car?
Can do.
I'm out of here.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business, but even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
Welcome back into Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West as we take a look at the lineups for both teams. First for the home team. For the Wildcats today, getting the start on the mound is number 6, Blayton Solis. Behind the plate, number 8, Jaden Kirkland. First baseman is number 32, CJ Weaver. The second baseman, number 22, Dawson Adkins. Shortstop is number 4, Kaiser Billingsley. And the third baseman today, number 2, Gabriel Mata. The outfield looks like this for the Wildcats. Number 28, Kaysen Villarreal out in left. Anastasio Ayala in center field wearing number 20. And number 14, Craig Jennings, is out in right. We'll give you the rest here in just a moment as they get ready for the Star Spangled Banner. Here at the ballpark, we'll be back.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit with David McGehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit DurableBuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. And let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Brown Flying Service in Littlefield provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer full-service spraying and crop dusting for your agriculture operation. The Browns are longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats and send them all the best in tonight's game. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center with affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts. Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit EnergyFitnessLFD.com for more information.
Welcome back in to the Wildcats ballpark. I'm Cody West here live tonight on YouTube and also with live audio at LittlefieldSports.com. As the Littlefield Wildcats are getting set to play the Idalou Wildcats, we gave you the starting 9 for the Wildcats in the field. Also on the roster tonight for Littlefield, number 26, Braden Black, and number 12, Tate Clark. The Wildcats are coached by Jet Hartley, assisted by Blake Green, Jay Ragland, and Nathan Hobbs. Taking a look at the batting order for Idalou, batting first and playing shortstop is number 2, Cooper Wilson. Batting second and playing third base is number 6, Cannon Calvert. Batting third is the second baseman wearing number 22, Joaquin Rocha. Batting fourth is the center fielder. He's wearing number 10. It's Colt Gundy. Batting fifth for Idalou is the pitcher wearing number 4, Bryson Estes. Batting sixth for Idalou, the catcher wearing number 7, Thomas Pirtle. Batting seventh is the DH wearing number 21, Brandon Harmon. He's batting in the order for the left fielder, number 0, Aiden Mora. Batting eighth in the order for Idalou is number 18, Zayden Camargo. And rounding out the batting order is the first baseman wearing number 11, Cal Harder. Also on the roster, number 5, Brooks Bozeman. Number 8, Dom Ovalle. Number 9, Jet Dodd. And number 20, Crew Gauger rounds out the roster for Idalou. As we are set and ready to go, sun is peeking its way through over the right field wall. Of course, we have an all-artificial playing surface here in Littlefield with 310 feet down each baseline, 370 feet to dead center field. And we are set and ready to go. So this is Cooper Wilson coming to the plate to face Blayton Solis. The first pitch comes in high for ball one, and we are underway. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 here to the first batter of the game. That one clips the outside corner for a called strike one. And now it's 1-1. Next pitch is going to be a ground ball, head out to shortstop. Billingsley gloves it, throws to first, and it pulls the first baseman C.J. Weaver off the bag. And that will be an E6 error on the shortstop. And that puts Cooper Wilson on first base with an error on a ground out. Errant throw by the Littlefield shortstop. So Idalou has a runner on first with no outs, and here comes Cannon Calvert. Calvert, right-handed batter to the plate. First pitch misses low. He attempts a bunt. The runner's going to go. Throw down to second base is not in time. So Cooper Wilson will steal second base. And now he's going to go to third. As Littlefield got caught sleeping there. He steals third base. And just like that, Idalou has a base runner on third with no outs here in the top of the first inning. This year we are going to try to use the newly installed huddle camera here at the ballpark. First pitch in there to Calvert, or second pitch rather, is in there for a called strike 2, and now it's 0-2. And we may or may not stick with it. We're giving it a shot here. Next pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3, and Calvert goes down swinging on 3 pitches. That's out number 1 and the first strikeout of the game for the Wildcats pitcher, Blayton Solis. Now, of course, both of these teams are Wildcats. When you hear me refer to the Wildcats, we're talking about Littlefield. Idalou brings up number 22 now, Joaquin Rocha. First pitch to Rocha is a ground ball foul down the third baseline. On the foul ball, that will be strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Rocha, with Colt Gandy on deck for Idalou. The 0-1 pitch just misses outside for ball 1, and now the count goes even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Joaquin Rocha. Blayton with a 1-1 pitch, misses inside, a little high and inside, ball 2. Littlefield dressed in all maroon today, maroon jerseys with maroon pants, the white pinstripes with Littlefield across the chest. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss at strike 2, and now it's even at 2-2. Idalou dressed in their green jerseys with white pants, green pinstripes on the pants. Gold and white trim and numbers for Idalou. Here's the 2-2. Low and away, ball 3, and now we've got a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 3-2 to the batter, Joaquin Rocha. Number 3 batter in the order for the green team. Here's the pitch. High, ball 4. So on a full count, Blayton Solis will walk Rocha, and that puts runners on the corners for Idalou. And here comes Colt Gandy. So here we go. Gandy, left-handed batter, cleanup hitter, steps into the box. Runners on the corners. Solis will come off the mound here to hold the runners up at first and third. Blayton Solis, next pitch. First pitch to Gandy, just misses outside for ball 1. This is the district baseball opener here. We'll carry all of the district games, 14 games here on the Littlefield Sports Network before the playoffs. Swing and a miss on that one for strike 1, and now the count goes even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Solis out of the stretch. Gundy will call time and step out of the box. So here we go. Gundy back at the plate. Bryson Estes is on deck for Idalou. That pitch is going to come in and hit him, and Colt Gundy, hit by a pitch, will take first base. That moves Rocha over to second, and now the bases are loaded for Idalou here in the top of the first with 1 out.
Next up, pitcher, number 4, Bryson Estes.
So here comes Estes. This is another left-handed batter coming to the plate for Idalou. Estes at the plate. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be a fly ball foul down the right field line. That will be strike 1 on the foul. So Idalou has Gundy on first, Rocha on second, Wilson at third, and Bryson Estes at the plate. Solis gets the call from his catcher behind the plate, Jaden Kirkland, for the Littlefield Wildcats. Here's Solis, pickoff throw to second base, not in time as the runner got back in safely. Good effort there by the Littlefield second baseman, Dawson Adkins. Next pitch, that's going to be a ground ball. Gets past the first baseman, Weaver. 1 run will score as it rolls out into right field, and they'll hold him up there. They go to second base. And now we've got runners in a rundown between second and third. As they come home with it, tag at the plate, and he is out. As Rocha gets thrown out at home for out number 2, but the run will score. As Bryson Estes with a single on a hard hit grounder past the first baseman. Colt Gundy advances to third base on the play.
Next up, number 7, Thomas Pirtle.
Bryson Estes will go to second base. So here comes Thomas Pirtle to the plate. First pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Thomas Pirtle. Idalou has 2 outs with runners at second and third. Check swing foul ball back to the backstop. That's strike 1, now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Thomas Pirtle. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Brennan Harmon would be the next batter up for Idalou. This is going to be a high fly ball out into right field. Jennings drifting over in foul territory. can't get to it. And the wind just carried that thing foul. Looked like when it came off the bat, it was going to be in fair territory, maybe a routine play for Jennings out there in right field, but the wind just kept carrying it out outside of the foul line, and Jennings couldn't catch up to it. So back at the plate, 1-2. Here's Solis. Pitch low and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third for Idalou. 1-0 here in the top of the first. 2-2 pitch behind Pirtle. Great effort there by Jaden Kirkland to keep it out. He caught the ball behind the batter. If it gets past Kirkland, good chance Colt Gundy scores from third. Here's the payoff, low and away, ball 4, and that will load him up once again for Idalou. So the bases are loaded, and Brandon Harmon comes to the plate now. Harmon is the number 7 batter in the order for Idalou here. Bases loaded with 2 outs. First pitch to Harmon. Curveball comes in for a called strike 1. And we've got timeout called on the field for Idalou, as we'll see a courtesy runner coming in for the catcher, Pirtle. And this will be number 5, Brooks Bozeman. Brooks Bozeman running now at first base for Thomas Pirtle, the catcher. 0-1 back at the plate to Harmon. Solis out of the stretch, delivers a pitch, swing and a miss at strike 2, and now it's 0-2. Bases loaded with 2 outs, and the Littlefield pitcher, Blayton Solis, is 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. The 0-2 pitch, a little high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. One-two pitch. Curveball stays high, ball 2. Now we're even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the bases loaded for Idalou here in the top of the first. 1-0, Idalou on top. That pitch will be fouled off over the backstop and out of play. So the count remains 2-2. That pitch misses low for ball 3, and now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be on the move here on this pitch. The payoff from Solis, and that's going to be hit high out into shallow center field. Wildcats converging on it. Dawson Adkins from second base calls everybody off and makes the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. But Idalou brings 1 across. They leave 3 stranded in the first. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 1. Wildcats coming to the plate. We'll be back.
Needing a tow can ruin your day. Whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back into Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West, where the Wildcats of Littlefield are coming to the plate here in the bottom of inning number 1. Let's take a look at the roster, the batting order for the Littlefield Wildcats. Batting first is the third baseman, who wears number 2, Gabriel Mata. Batting second in the order is the pitcher, Blayton Solis. Batting third for the Wildcats is the second baseman, wearing number 22, Dawson Adkins. The cleanup hitter is the left fielder, number 28, Kaysen Villarreal. Batting fifth is the first baseman, wearing number 32, C.J. Weaver. Batting sixth for Littlefield is the right fielder, wearing number 14, Craig Jennings. Batting seventh is the catcher, wearing number 8, Jaden Kirkland. Batting eighth is the center fielder, wearing number 20, Anastasio Ayala. And rounding out the batting order for Littlefield, the shortstop, wearing number 4, Kaiser Billingsley. Getting the start on the mound for the Idalou Wildcats is number 4, Bryson Estes. Estes, a tall right-hander. On the mound, Thomas Pirtle behind the plate, Cal Harder at first, Joaquin Rocha at second, Cooper Wilson, the shortstop, Cannon Calvert at third base. Aiden Mora is out in left, Colt Gundy in center, and Zayden Camargo in right field for Idalou. So here comes Gabe Mata to the plate. Gabe gets a call from his head coach, Jet Hartley, down the third baseline. And here's the first pitch of the bottom of the first inning. Comes right down the middle for a called strike one. 0-1 to the batter. Gabe Mata at the plate. Blayton Solis on deck. Dawson Adkins in the hole. The 0-1 pitch, way outside for ball one, and now the count goes even at 1-1. Littlefield in all maroon with pinstripes today. Idalou green jerseys, white pants. One pitch outside. Good eye there from Mata, and that'll be 2-1. We are trying out the newly installed huddle camera here at the ballpark. It's a bird's eye view. We will try it out, see how it works tonight. Is that pitch outside for ball 3? That's the other camera angle we have for you from behind home plate. We had that one elevated a little bit earlier, but it almost blew the tripod over. So we're going to stick with the huddle camera for a little bit and see how it goes. Here's Gabe with a ground ball to short, fielded by Wilson. The throw to first is in time for out number 1. And Gabriel Mata grounds out to the short on a 6-3 put out. It's one away, nobody on for the Littlefield Wildcats. So here comes Blayton Solis. Blayton steps up to the plate for the first time tonight, the number 2 batter in the order for the Wildcats. Estes out of the windup. First pitch comes right down the middle for a called strike one. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, high, ball 2. Correction, ball 1. Now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We are in the bottom of inning number 1. We're scheduled to play 7. Idalou on top, 1-0. 1-1 pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Here's Estes with a 2-1 delivery. That one clips the outside corner for a called strike 2, and now the count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Blayton Solis. Two pitch. Low and away, ball 3, now a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Nobody on base for Littlefield here in the bottom of the first. Pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Well, I don't think he tipped it. It tipped off the catcher's glove. I don't think it hit the bat, gets past the catcher. And that will allow Blayton Solis to reach first base safely. To me, it looked like it tipped the bat. The umpire says no, it was the catcher's glove, and so Blayton Solis will reach first base. On a wild pitch, 3rd strike. So runner on first now with one out. Here comes Dawson Adkins. Adkins, a right-handed senior. First pitch gets past the catcher. Oh, it hit the bat. So that one did hit the bat behind Dawson. And that will be a foul ball. Strike one. It's got to be the worst thing for a batter when the ball comes behind your head and then it hits your bat. Foul ball. Here's Estes. Pickoff throw to first is not in time. Solis gets back in safely. So Blayton Solis at the plate. Correction. Dawson Adkins at the plate. He fouls that one back. Strike two. Now 0-2. Adkins down in the count with Kaysen Villarreal on deck. Everybody playing straight away in the field for Idalou. Pickoff throw to first. Not in time. Blayton Solis slides back in safely. The 0-2 pitch to Adkins. He will foul this one off over the backstop and out of play. So the count remains 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Adkins. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 3 as Dawson goes down swinging for out number 2. So 2 outs with a runner on first, and here comes Kaysen Villarreal. Kaysen, the cleanup hitter. Will step into the batter's box. See, waits for the call from Coach Hartley down the third baseline. We have Coach Blake Green over in the first base box for the Wildcats tonight. First pitch to Kaysen. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Estes has thrown a total of 16 pitches so far here in the first inning. 1-0 pitch. That one misses low as Solis will steal second base. The throw was way off the mark. And that moves Blayton Solis into scoring position. Back at the plate, 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. So here we go, Kaysen Villarreal at the plate. 2-0 pitch. That one comes in for a called strike 1, and now it's 2-1. We'll have a little visit to the mound as Thomas Pirtle jogs out there to have a visit with Bryson Estes, the starting pitcher tonight for Idalou. There's a lot going on out here today. The Lady Cats had a softball game earlier today and a junior high track meet going on at the stadium right behind us. It is the Shallow Water Junior High track meet that's being hosted by Littlefield tonight. So I believe there's 7 track teams over at the football stadium right now for junior high track meet. There will be a high school track meet tomorrow night here in Littlefield. That's the Shallow Water Invitational. 2-1 pitch comes in for a called strike, and now it's 2-2. So if you're coming out, there may be limited parking. There are a lot of cars out here today. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, hit out to the second baseman, fielded. Throw to first is in time for out number 3. to retire the side as Kaysen Villarreal grounds out to second base. We've played one inning here at Wildcats Field. Idalou leads 1-0.
It's not about the halls you walk through. It's not about the walls that surrounded you. What lasts is the growth, the connection, memories, and traditions that shape who you become. Here we aren't just building facilities, we're building futures, where modern tools meet timeless values, resilience, integrity, and community. Because what matters most isn't what's new, it's what endures.
Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, right here in Littlefield, provides grade A, Gold Star quality milk products to manufacturers around the world. We are proud to be here in Littlefield, and we support our student athletes. Our philosophy is to be a good neighbor to everyone in this town. We take pride in our work and in our community. Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, farms, people, and technology, achieving Gold Star quality. Go Cats!
Welcome back into Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West as we move to the top half of inning number 2, where the Littlefield Wildcats trail the Idalou Wildcats by a score of 1-0. We have Blayton Solis coming out to start his second inning of work on the mound. He threw a total of 30 pitches in the first inning. Jaden Kirkland remains behind the plate. C.J. Weaver still at first. Dawson Adkins at second. Kaiser Billingsley at shortstop and Gabe Mata at third. Kaysen Villarreal is out in left field. Anastasio Ayala in center field. And Craig Jennings out in right. Here comes Zayden Camargo to the plate for Idalou. First pitch clips the outside corner for a called strike one. 0-1 to the batter Camargo. He'll be followed by Cal Harder and Cooper Wilson in the batting order. 8-9-1 for Idalou. That pitch was outside for ball one. And the count goes 1-1. Wind up in the 1-1 pitch. Curveball, beautiful, strike two. Started high and then just drops down into the strike zone. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Comes back with a fastball. It's a grounder hit to short. Billingsley throws to first, and it's in time for out number 1. C.J. Weaver with his heel on the bag, and that's 1 away for Idalou here in the top of inning number 2. So here comes Cal Harder, the number 9 batter in the order for Idalou. Cal is the first baseman today. 1 away, nobody on. First pitch here comes in for a strike right down the middle. 0-1 to the batter, Harder. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Blayton shooting for that inside corner, couldn't get it. It's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 to the batter. That one misses outside. Blayton trying to work the corners here early in the game. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul ball over the backstop. On the foul ball, that will be strike 2, and now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out and nobody on for Idalou. 2-2 pitch, fouled straight down into the box. Count remains 2-2. Cal Harder at the plate. Cooper Wilson on deck for Idalou. 2-2 pitch. Swing and another foul ball. Blayton is already up to 40 pitches, and we're just in the second inning. Solis with a 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on a curveball for strike 3 as Harder goes down swinging. That's out number 2. 2 outs and nobody on for Idalou. We go back to the top of the order, and this will be Cooper Wilson. Cooper Wilson comes up with 2 outs and nobody on here for Idalou in the top of the second. His last time up, he reached on an error, and he'll pop this one up. Down the right field line, Adkins in foul territory makes the catch from second base off the first baseline. You probably couldn't see it there on your screen, but Adkins was on his horse to get to it. And that will retire the side as Idalou goes 3 up, 3 down in the second. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 2 with your score, Littlefield 0, Idalou 1.
We know that egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Bankers' hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant egg lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West, where the Littlefield Wildcats trail moving into the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Idalou. The 5, 6, and 7 batters coming up in the order for Littlefield. It'll be C.J. Weaver, followed by Craig Jennings and Jaden Kirkland in the batting order for the Wildcats of Littlefield. Bryson Estes remains on the mound for Idalou. He threw a total of 20 pitches in the first inning. Out of those 20 pitches, only 8 were for ball. So here comes C.J. Weaver, the Wildcats' first baseman. C.J. steps into the batter's box, and here we go. First pitch from Estes. Right down the middle on a fastball for a called strike 1. And Estes is a tall, lanky kid with a bit of a sidearm delivery. Comes in at a weird angle. Here's the 0-1. That one comes in for a called strike on a little breaking pitch. Inside out. Now CJ down in the count, 0-2. The 2-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike 3. CJ Weaver goes down looking on 3 pitches. And that's 1 away. So here comes Craig Jennings to the plate for the Wildcats. Jennings, a left-handed batter. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch to Jennings. He shows bunt, pitches outside, ball 1. 1-0 to Craig Jennings, the right fielder. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a foul ball straight down into the box, strike 1. 1-1 to the batter Jennings with Jaden Kirkland on deck for the Wildcats of Littlefield. The sun continues to set in the west over the right field fence down the first baseline. 1-1 pitch. That'll be a ground ball hit out to the second baseman. Rocha fields it, throws to first, and it's in time for out number 2. As Craig Jennings grounds out to second base, that'll be 2 away with nobody on. So here we go. Kirkland steps into the box. 2 outs, nobody on for Littlefield. The Wildcats catcher at the plate. First pitch comes in for a strike. 0-1. Estes with a little zip on his pitches today. The 0-1 pitch. Low, ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, nobody on for Littlefield here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 pitch down the middle, called strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Kirkland calls time, steps 1 foot out of the box. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss at strike 3. Kirkland goes down swinging for out number 3. The Wildcats go 3 up, 3 down in the second. We've played 2 complete innings. Your score, Littlefield 0, Idalou 1.
Since 1964, Wiley & Son Incorporated has been family-owned. Founded by Loy Wiley and then passed on to his son, Scott Wiley. Today, Wiley is turning the page to a new chapter. Wiley is now employee-owned. Our employee owners now move forward to build on the culture, values, and customer commitment that the Wiley family built. As in the past and in the future, we will work hard for your business and even harder to keep it.
Hit a grand slam by listening to Wildcat Baseball on West 11 Sports and banking with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank specializes in helping you. Who doesn't want to save some money? Planning a family vacation and need a little money to help? Need to refinance your current loan and get a lower payment? Need help with that summer home remodeling project? Don't wait until the 7th inning stretch. Keep your seat and apply online right now at firstfedlfd.com from your smartphone, tablet, or desktop. We would love to hear from you. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Welcome back in to Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West as we move to the top half of inning number 3, where the Wildcats trail this game by a score of 1-0. Blayton Solis remains on the mound, and he'll face Cannon Calvert. The first pitch here is low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter. Next pitch was missed for ball 2, and now it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 to the batter, Cannon Calvert. He'll be followed by Rocha and Gundy in the batting order. That pitch is fouled off over the backstop and out of play for strike 1. Now 2-1. So Solis delivers the next pitch. It's going to be a grounder to third base. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. Gabriel Mata from his knees. He had to go all the way down to the ground to make the catch, or to stop the ball, rather, on a grounder. And fires from his knees to C.J. Weaver for out number 1. That brings Joaquin Rocha to the plate. Rocha steps into the batter's box now. First pitch is in there for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Rocha. Next pitch misses low, ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. So there's one out. Nobody on. Joaquin Rocha at the plate with a 1-1 count. Next pitch, foul ball to the backstop, strike 2. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. We are in the top half of inning number 3. We're scheduled to play 7 innings. That pitch misses low and inside, ball 2. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch will be hit high down the left field line. It's got a chance to drop in fair, but it is just outside the line for a long foul ball. And that will keep the at-bat alive here with 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here to Joaquin Rocha. Rocha at the plate, Colt Gundy on deck. The Wildcats have Blayton Solis on the mound and Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss at strike 3. Rocha goes down swinging for out number 2. And another strikeout for Blayton Solis. So Colt Gundy comes to the plate now for Idalou. Solis on the mound, Kirkland behind the plate, C.J. Weaver still at first. Dawson Atkins at second, Kaiser Billingsley at shortstop, and Gabriel Mata at third. First pitch here to Gundy's high and outside, ball 1. Wildcats have Kaysen Villarreal out in left, Anastasio Ayala in center, and Craig Jennings in right. 1-0 pitch is fouled off, out of play. Count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Gundy. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Bryson Estes would be the next batter up for Idalou. That pitch misses low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. 2-1. That pitch is a curveball that comes in for a strike, now 2-2. I may be a little bit out of practice for baseball. We just finished up our basketball coverage here at West 11 Sports, and that's going to be a fly ball out into shallow right center field. It gets down for a base hit, and Colt Gundy gets on with a 2-out single. On a short fly ball to right center field. Runner on first now for Idalou with 2 outs. Bryson Estes comes to the plate. First pitch into Estes misses low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Next pitch, swing and a pop-up in the infield. Coming down near the third baseman, Gabriel Mata drifting to the line, makes the catch for out number 3. As Bryson Estes pops it up to third, that will retire the side. And we are headed to the bottom of inning number 3. With your score, Littlefield 0, Idalou 1 will be.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit with David McGehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available. For auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more, go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit DurableBuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. And let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Welcome back into Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West, where the Littlefield Wildcats trail this game by a score of 1-0 to the Idalou Wildcats. As we get ready for the bottom of inning number 3, the 8, 9, and 1 batters coming up in the order. Littlefield Wildcats will bring Anastasio Ayala to the plate, followed by Kaiser Billingsley and Gabriel Mata to the plate for Littlefield today. So here's Ayala, his first at-bat of the day. Bryson Estes remains on the mound for Idalou. He's thrown a total of 30 pitches through 2 innings of work. First pitch here to Ayala, misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter, Ayala. The windup and the 1-0. That one misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2-0. Idalou brought 1 run across in the first inning, left the bases loaded, but neither team has been able to get much offensive production since then. Next pitch low for ball 3. Now 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0 to Ayala. Three and 0. Estes outside, ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk. And Anastasio Ayala will take first base for the Wildcats. And here comes Kaiser Billingsley, the number 9 batter in the order for Littlefield. Runner on first with no outs. Wildcats of Littlefield have the tying run on first base here with no outs, bottom of the 3rd. First at bat of the night for Billingsley. First pitch here. Comes in and hits him. And Kaiser Billingsley, hit by a pitch, will go to first base. And that will put base runners at first and second for Littlefield. And we go back to the top of the order. Gabriel Mata comes to the plate now for the Wildcats. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. He grounded out to the shortstop in his first at bat tonight. So Gabriel Mata will step into the batter's box to face Bryson Estes for the second time. He shows bunt. First pitch here. Pulls it back on a strike, and it will be 0-1. 0-1 to the batter, Gabriel Mata, with Blayton Solis on deck for the Wildcats. Estes pitching out of the stretch. Delivers the 0-1. And it gets past the catcher. Runners will advance. Mata showed bunt. Pulled it back. It misses low and away. Gets past Pirtle. And that will allow Ayala to go to third. And Billingsley to go to second base. And now Littlefield has the tying run on third. The go-ahead run on second base with no outs. The top of the order at the plate with a 1-1 count. That pitch comes in for a called strike 2. And now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter, Gabriel Mata. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Way outside, ball 2. Now the count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners at second and third for Littlefield here. Best chance Littlefield has had so far in this game to get something across the plate. 2-2 pitch. That'll be a ground ball back to the pitcher. Runners are going to have to hold up. Oh, but he misplays it, and Mata will be safe at first. It was a full swing, but it hit the turf and kind of died like a bunt. Bryson Estes comes up to make the play on it. He goes down to barehanded, and he comes up without the ball. And Gabriel Mata will be safe at first. I don't know what the official book will say, but I will charge an error to the pitcher. E1 loads the bases with no outs for Littlefield. Here comes Blayton Solis. First pitch to Solis. Right down the middle for a called strike 1. Blayton is 0 for 1. His second trip to the plate today. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. Littlefield has Gabriel Mata at first, Kaiser Billingsley at second, Anastasio Ayala at third, and Blayton Solis at the plate with no outs. The 1-1. Swing and a miss at strike 2, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Solis with Dawson Adkins on deck. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Blayton. Swing and a miss at strike 3, and Solis goes down swinging for out number 1.
Number 22, Dawson Adkins.
So it's 1 away with the bases loaded for the Wildcats, and here comes Dawson Adkins. Adkins is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He went down swinging in his last at-bat. Adkins gets the call from his coach down the third base line, Coach Jet Hartley. So here we go, Dawson Adkins. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Wind has died down quite a bit here tonight. Turned out to be a really nice evening for baseball. 1-0 pitch to Adkins. Clips the corner for a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 to the batter, Adkins. Next pitch. Swing and a pop-up in the infield. Flying backwards and out of play. Foul ball. Strike 2 on the foul. Now Dawson down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kaysen Villarreal is on deck for the Wildcats. The 1-2. Good eye. Misses high for ball 2. That was over the plate, but high, about nose level with Dawson Adkins, and now it's 2-2. Estes. 2-2 pitch. Just misses inside for ball 3. That's 2 pitches that were real close that Adkins held up on. But now it's a full count with the bases loaded. 1 out here. Bryson Estes, the Idalou right-hander, with a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 3 as Adkins goes down swinging for out number 2. So it's 2 outs with the bases loaded for Littlefield, and Kaysen Villarreal comes to the plate. He's the cleanup hitter. Kaysen is 0 for 1 with a ground out as he grounded out to the second baseman his last time up. So Kaysen Villarreal at the plate with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Wildcats down by 1. First pitch to Kaysen. It's going to be a grounder out to the shortstop. Fielded, they get the short out at second, and that will retire the side. on the fielder's choice as Littlefield loads them up but can't get any across, and we've played 3 complete innings. With your score, Littlefield 0, Idalou 1 will be...
Brown Flying Service in Littlefield provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer full-service spraying and crop dusting for your agriculture operation. The Browns are longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats and send them all the best in tonight's game. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center with affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts. Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit EnergyFitnessLFD.com for more information.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West, where the Wildcats trail this game by a score of 1-0 to the visiting Idalou Wildcats. As we move to the top of the 4th inning, Thomas Pirtle comes to the plate. First pitch into Pirtle is in there for a called strike 1. Blayton Solis remains on the mound for Littlefield. Second pitch is fouled off, out of play, strike 2. Solis is on the mound at Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. All 9 starters are still in place. C.J. Weaver at first, Dawson Atkins at second, Kaiser Billingsley at short, and Gabriel Mata at third, as that pitch was outside for ball 2. Cason Villarreal is out in left, Anastasio Ayala in center, and Craig Jennings in right. Here's a pop-up on a curveball. Foul territory behind home plate. Kirkland makes the catch, and that is out. Number 1. On a pop-up behind home plate in foul territory. 1 away, nobody on. Idalou scored 1 run in the top of the 1st, and that's all we've seen come across the plate so far tonight. Here's Brandon Harmon. Harmon at the plate. First pitch is high for ball 1. 1-0 to the batter, Brandon Harmon. Solis, 1-0 pitch, and that'll be hit deep out into left field. Down the line, and it is just foul. I mean, at the warning track, it bounced over the fence, and it was maybe 2 feet outside of the line. You couldn't see it on your monitor there on your view if you're watching on YouTube, but that thing landed right outside the line for a long strike 1. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out with nobody on for Idalou here in the top of the 4th. This is Brandon Harmon at the plate. Zayden Camargo is on deck as that pitch is fouled back for strike 2. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. 1-2 pitch is going to be a ground ball hit out to the shortstop. Billingsley gloves it in and out of his glove. He can't make the play. And Harmon will be safe at first with another Littlefield error. E6 puts a runner on first with 1 out for Idalou, and Zayden Camargo comes to the plate now. Camargo is 0 for 1 with a ground out. He grounded out to short his last time up. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter, Camargo. Blayton Solis with the pitch. Low and away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2-0. Two-0 high and inside, ball 3. And that was the 70th pitch of the game for Solis. 3-0 pitch. High and inside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Zayden Camargo. And with 1 out, runners at first and second now. It looks like Coach Hartley's going to come out of the dugout. Coach Jet Hartley will make a visit to the pitcher's mound here with Cal Harder coming to the plate for Idalou. Little discussion on the mound in the infield with the infield. I don't think we'll see a pitching change just yet. But Solis has 70 pitches thrown, 71. And he'll stay in the game. Blayton Solis on the mound, the starting right-hander for the Wildcats. So here comes Cal Harder to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Solis gets the call from his catcher, Kirkland. First pitch here, he shows bunt, and he'll miss. And that will be strike 1. Cal Harder at the plate. Cooper Wilson on deck for Idalou. Solis gets the call. Pitching out of the stretch. The 0-1. Shows bunt, he'll miss. And that will be strike 2. So 2 attempted bunts for Cal Harder. Both times he just missed the ball. Now Blayton Solis, the Littlefield pitcher, is ahead in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a fly ball, foul down the right field line, and it will be out of play. Count remains 0-2 here to Cal Harder. Wouldn't mind seeing a double play here to get out of the 4th. The 0-2. Swing and a fly ball out into center field. It gets down for a base hit. Out in front of Ayala. And that's going to load the bases as they keep Harmon at third base. A 1-out single to center field with 2 strikes on him. Cal Harder loads the bases. On a short fly ball to center field. Now Idalou has the bases loaded with 1 out, and Cooper Wilson comes to the plate. Wilson, the number 1 batter in the order, will start the 3rd rotation through the order for Idalou. First pitch here comes in for a call, strike 1. Wilson is 0 for 2, reached on an error and then popped one up to the catcher in his last at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High, ball 1. Idalou has Cal Harder on first, Zayden Camargo at second, Brandon Harmon on third with 1 out. That pitch comes in for a strike. Nice looking breaking pitch there. Wilson may have thought it was going to hit him. He turned his back to the ball. Drops in for a strike. It's now 1-2. Solis. Pitch, it's going to be high out into center field. Ayala makes the catch for out number 2. Throw comes in, and they're going to hold the runner up. Good effort out there by Anastasio Ayala to get it in quickly and hold Brandon Harmon up at third base as Cooper Wilson flies out to center field. So now 2 outs and the bases loaded for Idalou. This is Cannon Calvert. Calvert at the plate for Idalou. Swings at the first pitch here for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. He grounded out to third base his last time up. The 0-1 pitch. Swinging and a miss at strike 2. Now it's 0-2. And Blayton Solis is 1 strike away from getting out of the 4th here with the bases loaded. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Comes in and hits him. Oh, and Blayton wishes he had that one back. A bases loaded hit by pitch. And Brandon Harmon will come across the plate. And Idalou leads it now 2-0.
Next up, number 22, Joaquin Rocha.
So that'll bring Joaquin Rocha to the plate. Rocha is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. So here we go. Joaquin Rocha at the plate, bases loaded, 2 outs. 2-0 Idalou. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Here's Solis. First pitch is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Idalou has Cannon Calvert at first, Cal Harder at second, Zayden Camargo at third, and Joaquin Rocha at the plate. That pitch clips the outside corner for a called strike 1, and now the count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Rocha. Next pitch, swing and a miss at a high one for a called strike 2, and now Blayton Solis can get out of the inning with a strike. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball comes in for a called strike 3 as Rocha goes down looking for out number 3 to retire the side as Idalou brings one across. They leave the bases loaded, and it is 2-0. Idalou on top, headed to the bottom of the...
At Littlefield ISD, we're not just upgrading facilities, we're creating opportunities. Where students excel in dual credit courses, engage in effective vocational programs, and achieve associate's degrees upon graduation. Our staff brings real-world experience, guiding students to think critically and solve problems. Here we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student as we embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic.
Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, right here in Littlefield, provides grade A, gold star quality milk products to manufacturers around the world. We are proud to be here in Littlefield, and we support our student athletes. Our philosophy is to be a good neighbor to everyone in this town. We take pride in our work and in our community. Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, farms, people, and technology, achieving gold star quality. Go Cats!
What do dirty boots have to do with banking? Nothing unless you're one of our ag lenders. Just like farming and ranching, agribusiness requires hard work, and most banks aren't willing to get their hands or their boots dirty. Since 1907, we've been working closely with producers to keep their operations successful. Whether it's an operational loan, or a loan for land or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West at Wildcats Field, where Idalou leads this game by a score of 2-0. Here in the bottom of the fourth, it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming up for Littlefield. This is C.J. Weaver. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Weaver will be followed by Craig Jennings and Jaden Kirkland in the batting order. Bryson Estes remains on the mound for Idalou. He's thrown a total of 52 pitches, 51 of those through the first 3 innings. 1-0 pitch to Weaver. Low and away, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. CJ is 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. In his second at-bat. CJ Weaver steps into the box. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch, swing and a pop-up, foul, and out of play. And that'll be strike 1. Two balls and 1 strikes now, 2-1. Not strikes, but strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Estes. Nope, he'll step off the rubber and reset. So here we go. 2-1 pitch to C.J. Weaver comes in for a strike, and now it's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter Weaver with Craig Jennings on deck. Here's the 2-2. Curveball stays high for ball 3, and now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the batter Weaver. So we had a beautiful sunset tonight over the right field wall. Good night for baseball here in Littlefield. Full count to C.J. Weaver. Here's a 3-2 payoff. Swing and a miss at strike 3 as Weaver goes down swinging for out number 1.
Number 14, Craig Jennings.
So this will bring Craig Jennings to the plate with 1 out, nobody on for the Wildcats. Jennings is 0 for 1 with a ground out. He grounded out to the second baseman. His first time up. First pitch to Jennings misses inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter Jennings with Jaden Kirkland on deck for the Wildcats. The 1-0. Just misses low and away, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Wind up in the 2-0 pitch. Outside, ball 3. Estes has now thrown 60 pitches. Three balls, no strikes to Jennings, the right fielder for the Wildcats. That one comes down the middle for a called strike 1, and now it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike with 1 out, nobody on here for Littlefield. Way outside, ball 4. Gets past the catcher, but Jennings thought he might have a chance to take second base, but good job by Thomas Pirtle of Idalou to get to the ball quickly. That will put a runner on first base for Littlefield, and Jaden Kirkland comes to the plate with 1 out. Kirkland is the number 7 batter in the order for the Wildcats. So here we go. Jaden steps into the box. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at-bat tonight. He shows bunt. Pickoff throw to first is not in time as Jennings dives back in safely. Coach Blake Green coaching over in the first base box. Head coach Jet Hartley in the third base box tonight for the Wildcats. Another pickoff throw to first, not in time. So here we go. Estes comes off the back of the mound as Kirkland calls timeout. So Jaden Kirkland is still yet to see a pitch in this at-bat. And the first pitch here is fouled straight back for strike one. 0-1 to Jaden Kirkland. Anastasio Ayala in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats with one out here. Littlefield has had a few base runners tonight, but haven't been able to get anything across the plate yet. Left the bases loaded at the end of the third. Here's the 0-1. That'll miss low. Ball one, count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Jaden Kirkland, the Wildcats catcher. Estes with a 1-1 pitch, and that'll be a line drive. Gets through out into right field. Jennings is rounding second, headed for third. Throw into the bag at third base is in time as Craig Jennings is out at third. A heck of a throw and the relay for Idalou. Zayden Camargo started it. As Jaden Kirkland gets on with a single on a line drive to right. Craig Jennings tried to make it to third from first, but couldn't get there, and he'll be out. And that allowed Jaden Kirkland to go to second base on the throw. So now with 2 outs, Littlefield has a runner at second base, and Anastasio Ayala comes to the plate. First pitch to Ayala is outside for ball one. This is his second at-bat of the night. He walked his first time up. Now we're going to try to steal, and we get caught stealing. Jaden Kirkland caught stealing at third base as the Littlefield Wildcats get thrown out on the bases. And it was Thomas Pirtle who gunned him down from behind the plate to retire the side. So Littlefield had a scoring threat but couldn't get anything across with 2 outs at third base. We're headed to the top of inning number 5 with your score. Littlefield 0, Idalou.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Your mom got a new tractor?
Yep.
Can't she see in the dark?
Can do.
Hook up all the implements?
Can do.
Steer with ease?
Can do.
Bale hay all day?
Can do.
Shift like a race car?
Can do.
I'm out of here.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business, but even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
Hit a home run and open a free checking account at First Federal Bank, Lamb County's hometown bank. No monthly maintenance fees, free bank statements, free checking account servicing, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile deposit, and free smiles when you bank at First Federal Bank in Littlefield. Remember to choose the Wildcat debit card, and by doing so, First Federal Bank will contribute a small donation to LISD. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the top half of inning number 5. Idalou leads this game by a score of 2-0 as Colt Gundy comes to the plate. First pitch to him was low for ball 1. Next pitch is also low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0 to the batter Gundy. Blayton Solis remains on the mound for the Wildcats, and he delivers a strike there. We have Jaden Kirkland behind the plate, C.J. Weaver at first, Dawson Adkins at second, Kaiser Billingsley at short, and Gabe Mata at third. As that pitch comes in for a strike, it's 2-2. Kaysen Villarreal out in left, Anastasio Ayala in center field, and Craig Jennings in right. That pitch misses low for ball 3. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's a full count. 3-2 to the batter, Colt Gundy. He's the number 4 batter in the order for Idalou. He'll be followed by Bryson Estes and Thomas Pirtle. Two to 0. Idalou scored 1 run in the first and 1 run in the fourth. That pitch is high for ball 4. Gundy will be safe at first with a walk. So Bryson Estes comes to the plate now, the Idalou pitcher in tonight's game. Blayton Solis is currently sitting at 92 pitches. Third trip to the plate tonight for Estes. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. And here's a fly ball into the gap in right center field. It gets down. It's going back to the wall. Gundy is rounding third, and he'll score. Estes will be held up at third with an RBI triple for Idalou, and that will make it 3-0. Idalou on top. A hard hit fly ball into the gap in right center field for Bryson Estes. On the triple. That puts a runner on third now with no outs. And Coach Hartley's going to come out and change pitchers. Blayton Solis, with his pitch count at 93, will come off of the mound while the new pitcher warms up. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with more Wildcats baseball right after these words. The Littlefield Wildcats trail it 3-0 here.
Your mom got a new tractor?
Yep.
Can't she see in the dark?
Can do.
Hook up all the implements?
Can do.
Steer with ease?
Can do.
Bale hay all day?
Can do.
Shift like a race car?
Can do.
I'm out of here.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business, but even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
Hit a home run and open a free checking account at First Federal Bank, Lamb County's hometown bank. No monthly maintenance fees, free bank statements, free checking account servicing, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile deposit, and free smiles when you bank at First Federal Bank in Littlefield. Remember to choose the Wildcat debit card, and by doing so, First Federal Bank will contribute a small donation to LISD. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit with David McGehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available. For auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more, go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit durablebuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. And let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. After the pitching change, we join play in progress. Thomas Pirtle is at the plate with 2 balls and 1 strike. Gabe Mata now pitching for the Wildcats, the right-hander. Pitching in relief of Blayton Solis, who went to third base. So Gabe comes from third to pitch. Blayton goes from pitcher to third. Throw home, not in time. Pirtle hit a grounder to third base. Solis checked one and then tried to come home with it. But Estes slides in under the tag. And that makes it 4-0. Idalou on top. As Thomas Pirtle will reach first on the fielder's choice. Runner on first now. It's 4-0. Idalou with no outs, and Brandon Harmon comes to the plate. First pitch to Harmon. Swing and a miss for strike 1. He went chasing one outside. Harmon is 0 for 2 with a fly out, and he reached on an error. This is the district opener of the 2026 season. The 0-1 pitch. A hard hit fly ball out into center field. Ayala drifting over will get under it and make the catch for out number 1 as Pirtle will go tag up at first base. So Harmon flies out to center field. Ayala's there to make the catch, and it's 1 away. Here comes Zayden Camargo. Camargo is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk.
Next up, number 18, Zayden Camargo.
Camargo steps into the box for the 3rd time today. This time to face Gabriel Mata. It's going to be a hard hit ball out into center field. Gets down for a base hit. Pirtle rounding second, coming into third, and he'll be safe. And that'll be a single for Zayden Camargo. And that will leave runners on the corners now for Idalou with 1 out. 4-0 the score. Idalou on top. They scored 1 run in the first, 1 run in the 4th, and 2 runs so far here in the 5th. Cal Harder comes to the plate. Harder is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. All against Blayton Solis. That pitch comes down the middle for a called strike 1. Gabriel Mata now on the mound for Littlefield. Jaden Kirkland remains behind the plate. C.J. Weaver at first. Dawson Adkins at second. Kaiser Billingsley at short. Blayton Solis at third. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a low one for strike 2, but Camargo will steal second base. And now that puts 2 runners in scoring position for Idalou. Wildcats have Kaysen Villarreal out in left, Anastasio Ayala in center, and Craig Jennings in right. Here's the 0-2 to Cal Harder. He'll foul that one out of play. Count remains 0-2. We will have all of the district games here on the Littlefield Sports Network starting tonight. The windup in the 0-2. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, 1-2. Wind up and 1-2 delivery. That'll be a little short fly ball. Gets down in right field. 1 run will score. They're going to hold Camargo up at third on a little blooper to shallow right. And that will score Thomas Pirtle. As Cal Harder with an RBI single. 5-0 now, Idalou, and we go back to the top of the order. Cooper Wilson comes to the plate with 1 out and runners on the corners. Wilson is 0 for 3 with he reached on an error, then had 2 flyouts. As Gabe Mata comes off the back of the mound, he'll keep the runners in check there on the corners. Wind up in the pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to Wilson. So Cooper Wilson steps back into the box. Gabe Mata gets the call from his catcher, Jaden Kirkland. Next pitch is low, gets past the catcher. Runners are moving. And another run will score as Zayden Camargo scores from third base to make it 6-0, Idalou. Camargo comes in to score on a passed ball. It also allowed Cal Harder to go to second base. 6-0 now, Idalou. 1 out, runner on second. 2 balls and no strikes at the plate to Cooper Wilson. Next pitch to Wilson is a fly ball to center. Ayala makes the catch, and that will be out number 2.
Next up, number 6.
Runner held up there at second base. So here comes Cannon Calvert to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, ground out, and was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. 6-0 Idalou. They brought 4 runs across so far here in the 5th. First pitch to Calvert. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fielded by Billingsley on the run. Throws to first, and it's in time for out number 3 to retire the side, but not before Idalou brings 4 runs across in the top of the 5th. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 5 with your score, Littlefield 0, Idalou 6.
Brown Flying Service in Littlefield provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer full-service spraying and crop dusting for your agriculture operation. The Browns are longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats and send them all the best in tonight's game. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center with affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts. Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit EnergyFitnessLFD.com for more information.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here at Wildcats Field, where Littlefield trails this game by a score of 6-0, moving into the bottom of the 5th. Anastasio Ayala takes the first pitch here, swings at it. It's a grounder back to the pitcher. Estes fields it and underhands it to the first baseman for out number 1. So 1 pitch and 1 out for Littlefield here in the bottom of the 5th. Wildcats desperately need some runs. We're scheduled to play 7 innings, and we're already in the bottom of the 5th, so we're running out of outs. Kaiser Billingsley comes to the plate now. Billingsley, the number 9 batter in the order, takes the first pitch for a called strike 1. This is the second at-bat of the game for Billingsley. He was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Was left stranded on base. The 0-1, high and outside, ball 1. Bryson Estes remains on the mound for Idalou. He is the starter. He has thrown 70 pitches so far in the game today, 70. Here's the 1-1 to Billingsley, the Wildcat shortstop. It's high and tight, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Gabriel Mata is in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. 2-1 delivery. That one misses low for ball 3. So now it's 3 balls, 1 strike, 3-1. Kaiser steps back in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch, swing and a miss at strike 2. Now a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Nobody on for the Littlefield Wildcats. Swing and a miss at strike 3 as Billingsley goes down swinging for out number 2. 2 outs and nobody on for Littlefield, and we go back to the top of the order now for Gabriel Mata coming to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a ground out, and then he reached on an error in his last at-bat. So Mata steps in, 2 outs and nobody on, trying to do something good here. Swings at the first pitch for strike 1, and Estes still bringing the heat here late in the game. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Got a little piece of it. 0-2 to the batter. We've got a timeout called as Coach Hartley calls time from the third base box. He wants to have a word with Gabe. Should Gabe get on base with 2 outs, Blayton Solis would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. So they've just installed the huddle cameras at the baseball and softball fields. We're using the huddle camera here tonight. A little bit of a different angle, a bird's eye view. That pitch just misses outside for ball 1. After the timeout, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Estes gets a call from his catcher, Pirtle. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Gabriel Mata. Swing and a miss. He came around on a check swing, and they'll ring him up. And Littlefield goes 3 up, 3 down in the 5th. We're headed to the top of inning number 6 with your score. Littlefield 0, Idalou 6.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center with affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts. Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit energyfitnesslfd.com for more information.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back into Wildcats Field. I'm Cody West, where the Wildcats of Littlefield trail this game by a score of 6-0. Moving into the top half of inning number 6. Gabriel Mata remains on the mound for Littlefield, pitching in relief of Blayton Solis. Gabe has thrown a total of 16 pitches so far. So our huddle camera looks like it may have frozen. I'm going to see if I can get it unfrozen. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Well, we do have this one. That pitch is fouled off. That will be foul ball, strike 1. There we go. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Joaquin Rocha. Joaquin Rocha at the plate. Gundy on deck, Estes in the hole for Idalou. Mata on the mound, Kirkland behind the plate. Next pitch is a curveball that comes in for a strike. And now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. C.J. Weaver at first, Dawson Adkins at second, Kaiser Billingsley at short, Blayton Solis at third, and here's a line drive. Oh, and it gets past Dawson Adkins. It took a little hop right in front of him. And that will allow Joaquin Rocha to reach first base safely. And it looked like a line drive right to the second baseman, and then it just died in front of Dawson Adkins right at his feet. He was unable to field it on the hop. And that puts a runner on first with no outs here for Idalou, and Colt Gundy comes to the plate. First pitch to Gundy is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Want to say hello to everyone listening on to the audio at littlefieldsports.com tonight. The 1-0, a little outside, ball 2. Some folks may not be able to watch if you're maybe driving or working, sitting on the back porch, and you just want to listen instead of watch. You can always do that at littlefieldsports.com. Hook up your Bluetooth speaker. Ground ball, base hit inside the bag at third. It's rolling all the way back to the corner. Rocha will be held up at second as Villarreal gets to it quickly. Good hustle by Kaysen out there in left field to keep it from becoming extra bases. But it will be another base hit for Idalou to put runners at first and second now. First and second base with no outs. And Bryson Estes coming to the plate. Estes is 2 for 3 today with a single, a fly out, and then a triple in his last at-bat with a run batted in. Gabe Mata with a pitch right down the middle for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter Estes with Thomas Pirtle on deck. Gabe with the 0-1. Low, ball 1. So now the count goes 1-1 to the batter, Estes. One pitch is a grounder down the third baseline, and it's foul. Good effort there by Blayton Solis. It was just outside the bag as Estes kind of smoked it off the end of his bat. That foul ball will make it strike 2. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter Estes. We need a double play. Runners at first and second base with no outs. Idalou up 6-0. 1-2 pitch is a curveball that stays high, and it will be ball 2. Now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Next pitch. Swing and a ground ball chopper to first base. Weaver gloves it, foot race to the bag, and he'll get the out. But it will advance the runners.
Next up, Idalou, number 7.
As Bryson Estes grounds out to first. Joaquin Rocha advances to third base, and Colt Gundy goes to second. So now with 1 out, Idalou has runners at second and third, and Thomas Pirtle comes to the plate. Pirtle, the catcher, is 0 for 2 with a walk, a fly out, reached on a fielder's choice. That fly out was a little pop-up to the catcher. Swings at the first pitch here for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Pirtle. Gabe pitching out of the windup, delivers the next pitch high and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1. Next pitch, swinging a foul tip off the catcher's mask. Jaden Kirkland is going to walk that one off as it caught him right in the mask, in the face mask. Coach Hartley's going to come check on him as the umpire goes out to the pitcher's mound. As Kirkland's okay, everybody's got a smile on their face down there. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Pirtle steps back into the box. Wind up, and the next pitch is going to be a line drive to the shortstop. Billingsley makes the catch, and the runners will have to tag up. It was almost a double play as Billingsley chased Gundy back to the bag at second base, but Thomas Pirtle will line out to the shortstop, Kaiser Billingsley. So now 2 outs with runners at second and third for Idalou, and Brandon Harmon comes to the plate. Harmon is 0 for 3 today. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Harmon had a couple of flyouts and reached on an error. The 1-0 pitch from Gabe Mata is outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2-0. That pitch is going to be hit out into center field. Ayala getting under it, makes the catch. And that is out number 3 on a fly out to center field. So Idalou puts 2 on, but can't bring any across. And we're headed to the bottom of the 6th with your score. Littlefield 0, Idalou 6.
It's not about the halls you walk through. It's not about the walls that surrounded you. What lasts is the growth, the connection, memories, and traditions that shape who you become. Here we aren't just building facilities, we're building futures, where modern tools meet timeless values, resilience, integrity, and community. Because what matters most isn't what's new, it's what endures.
Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, right here in Littlefield, provides grade A, Gold Star quality milk products to manufacturers around the world. We are proud to be here in Littlefield, and we support our student athletes. Our philosophy is to be a good neighbor to everyone in this town. We take pride in our work and in our community. Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, farms, people, and technology, achieving Gold Star quality. Go Cats!
We know that egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Bankers' hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant egg lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West as we move to the bottom of inning number 6. Idalou leads this game 6-0. Littlefield needs to make something happen here. We're down to our last 6 outs. Blayton Solis, Dawson Adkins, and Kaysen Villarreal are up in the order for the Littlefield Wildcats. Bryson Estes remains on the mound for Idalou. So here's Solis in his third at-bat of the game. He's 0 for 2. First pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Solis. And Estes has thrown 79 pitches. This next one will be his 80th pitch of the game as he begins his 6th inning of work. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss on a slider, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. He shows bunt, and he'll lay it down, but it's foul on the third baseline. And that will be strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 to the batter Solis. Blayton was the starting pitcher in tonight's game for Littlefield, now playing third base. The 1-2. Right down the middle for a called strike 3 as Solis goes down looking for out number 1.
Next up for Littlefield, number 22, Dawson Adkins.
So with 1 away and nobody on, here comes Adkins. Dawson is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. Went down swinging both times. Dawson is the number 3 batter in the order for Littlefield. First pitch. Clips the outside corner for a called strike 1. He wanted to go after it, held up on it. And it'll be 1 strike. 0-1 to the batter. Next pitch, way outside. Gets away from the catcher. That will be ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Because we're going to have a quick timeout as the earpiece for Thomas Pirtle needed to be fixed. It's something that was implemented a year or 2 ago in Texas high school baseball where the catcher can have an earpiece so they can call the pitches into him. 1-1. Swing and a miss at strike 2. On a fastball, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter, Dawson Adkins. Kaysen Villarreal in the on-deck circle. 1-2 pitch to Dawson. Misses low and inside, ball 2, and now the count evens up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on for the Wildcats here in the bottom of inning number 6. 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. Now it's full. Dawson's due for a hit here. He's 0-2 with 2 strikeouts. He's been aggressive at the plate. It's time for a base hit. 3 balls, 2 strikes. He chokes up a little. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 3 as Adkins goes down swinging for out number 2.
Number 28, Kaysen Villarreal.
So Kaysen Villarreal comes to the plate now. He's the cleanup hitter today. He has 2 outs and nobody on. Kaysen is 0 for 2 with a ground out, and then he reached on a fielder's choice. I think that was a 3rd out fielder's choice when Kaysen came to the plate last. So here's the first pitch to Villarreal. Drops in for ball 1, comes in low, bounces off the rubber of home plate. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Wind up in the next pitch. Swing and a foul ball as he fouls it straight down into the batter's box. So now it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2 on a curveball. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Estes is now at 91 pitches. The 1-2, high and inside, ball 2. Count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on for the Wildcats. Here's Estes. Next pitch, high inside, ball 3. So full count. Here's Estes with a 3-2 payoff to Kaysen Villarreal. Low and away, ball 4, and Littlefield is still alive here in the bottom of the 6th with a runner on first base and 2 outs. And here comes Weaver. CJ is 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. CJ, the Wildcats' first baseman, gets the call from Coach Hartley, and we're ready to go. Weaver, should he get on base with 2 outs, Craig Jennings would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. There's a pickoff throw to first, not in time as Villarreal gets back in safely. So here's CJ Weaver. Low and away, ball 1, gets past the catcher, and that will allow Kaysen to go to second base. On a wild pitch. That puts a runner in scoring position now for the Wildcats with 2 outs. If we could get a few runs here, try to make it a game in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1, and the count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to number 32, CJ Weaver. Next pitch. Catches the outside corner for a called strike 2. Man, that looked way outside to me, but umpire gives Estes the call, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Kaysen Villarreal, the runner at second, with a big lead. And CJ calls time at the plate. So now everyone will reset. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 3 as Weaver goes down swinging for out number 3. And that will end the 6th inning. We're headed to the top of the 7th. With your score, Littlefield 0, Idalou 6. We'll be back.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Since 1964, Wiley & Son Incorporated has been family-owned. Founded by Loy Wiley and then passed on to his son, Scott Wiley. Today, Wiley is turning the page to a new chapter. Wiley is now employee-owned. Our employee owners now move forward to build on the culture, values, and customer commitment that the Wiley family built. As in the past, and in the future, we will work hard for your business, and even harder to keep it.
Hit a grand slam by listening to Wildcat Baseball on West 11 Sports and banking with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank specializes in helping you. Who doesn't want to save some money? Planning a family vacation and need a little money to help? Need to refinance your current loan and get a lower payment? Need help with that summer home remodeling project? Don't wait until the 7th inning stretch. Keep your seat and apply online right now at firstfedlfd.com from your smartphone, tablet, or desktop. We would love to hear from you. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the top half of inning number 7. It is 6-0 Idalou as Zayden Camargo comes to the plate. First pitch was outside for ball 1. Second pitch is in there for a called strike 1, and it's 1-1. Gabriel Mata remains on the mound for Littlefield, pitching in relief of Blayton Solis. So the next pitch is fouled off for strike 2. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate, C.J. Weaver at first, Dawson Adkins at second, Kaiser Billingsley at short, and Blayton Solis at third. Here's the 1-2. That's a ground ball chopper out to second base. Adkins gloves it, underhands it to Weaver at first, and that's out number 1. As the batter grounds out to second base. 1 away, nobody on. We have Kaysen Villarreal out in left, Anastasio Ayala in center field, and Craig Jennings in right for the Wildcats. As the number 9 batter in the order comes up for Idalou, this is Cal Harder. Harder steps up for the 4th time today. He's 2 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 singles. Swings at the first pitch here for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Cal Harder. Next pitch. It's a ground ball up the middle. It'll get through. Over the mound, over second base, and into center field. And Cal Harder out of the number 9 spot is now 3 for 4 at the plate with 3 singles. With 1 out, that puts a runner on first for Idalou, and we go back to the top of the order. This is Cooper Wilson. Wilson steps up to the plate. First pitch here. Misses inside for ball 1. Prior to the game, these two teams stood on the foul lines and had a moment of silence for those that have been affected by tragedy in the Shallowater ISD. Also, Littlefield hosting track meets tonight and tomorrow night for Shallowater. That pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. The junior high track meet tonight. The high school Shallowater Invitational is tomorrow night at Wildcat Stadium. Here's the 2-0. In there for a called strike 1 on a changeup. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Of course, our thoughts and prayers go out to Coach Lusk and his family, and Coach Paris and his family in Shallowater. Timeout call. The umpire granted it right as Gabe was about to release the pitch, and he went ahead and threw the pitch. Wilson called time just as Mata was just about to release the baseball. I'm surprised he granted that timeout. Pitch didn't count, 2-1. That one misses high, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike with 1 out, nobody on. Littlefield needs 2 more outs and then some Wildcat magic in the bottom of the 7th. Down by 6 runs. 3-1, pitch low and away, ball 4. And I said there was nobody on. There was a runner on first. Now there's runners at first and second. Cooper Wilson at first and Cal Harder at second. Cannon Calvert comes to the plate now. Calvert's 0 for 3 officially with a strikeout, ground out, hit by a pitch, and ground out in that order. Had a ground out to third and a ground out to the shortstop. So Gabriel checks the runner at second, and he'll step off the back of the rubber to hold the runner up there at second base. We've been playing for 2 hours and 3 minutes. Here in the top of the 7th. Calvert squares up to bunt. Now he'll pull it back and take one low and outside for ball 1. It was windy, kind of nasty earlier, had some clouds move through. It did sprinkle a little bit before the game, but it's been great weather here tonight since the game started. The American flag in right center field is lying limp. 1-0 pitch is fouled back off of the umpire's gear, and that will be strike 1 on the foul. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 to Cannon Calvert of Idalou, the number 2 batter in the order. Idalou scored 1 run in the first inning, went scoreless in the second and third. They scored 1 run in the fourth and 4 runs in the fifth. And Littlefield has been blanked. We've had base runners. We left the bases loaded at one point, but haven't been able to get any across. So here's the 1-1. That one comes in for a called strike, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. Next pitch outside, ball 2, count evens at 2-2. Great effort there by Jaden Kirkland. A little bit of a wild pitch to keep it out in front of him, to keep those runners from advancing. Cooper Wilson on first, Kyle Harder at second. That pitch is low, ball 3. Now it's a full count, and Gabriel Mata has thrown 51 pitches in relief of the starter, Blayton Solis, who was up to like 90-something when he was replaced on the mound. Full count. Payoff pitch. High and outside. Ball 4, and that will load him up for Idalou. Bases are loaded with 1 out here. And Joaquin Rocha comes to the plate now. Rocha 1 for 3 with a walk, 2 strikeouts, and a single. Bases loaded with 1 out here. Top of the 7th. Idalou leads 6-0. That pitch is outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Gabe struggling to get it over the plate here in the 7th inning. That one will be grounded out to shortstop, fielded by Billingsley. They get the force out at second, but we can't turn 2. And now a runner between third and home, and we'll get him out. But 1 run did come across. Cooper Wilson got a little aggressive on the bases, and he was thrown out at home. And that will retire the side. But Idalou scores 1 run to make it 7-0, headed to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back with more Littlefield Wildcats baseball. Hit a grand slam by listening to Wildcat Baseball on West 11 Sports and banking with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank specializes in helping you. Who doesn't want to save some money? Planning a family vacation and need a little money to help? Need to refinance your current loan and get a lower payment? Need help with that summer home remodeling project? Don't wait until the 7th inning stretch. Keep your seat and apply online right now at firstfedlfd.com from your smartphone, tablet, or desktop. We would love to hear from you. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit with David McGehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available. For auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more, go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back in to Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the bottom half of inning number 7. Wildcats trail 7-0, and it's do or die for Littlefield. We need 7 or more runs here, 7 runs to send it to extra innings, 8 runs to win it. And we have the 6, 7, and 8 batters coming up in the order. It'll be Craig Jennings, followed by Jaden Kirkland and Anastasio Ayala in the batting order, as Bryson Estes remains on the mound for Idalou. First pitch is outside for ball 1 to Jennings. Craig is 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk today. Jennings steps back up to the plate. Here's the 1-0 delivery. And that'll be a ground ball hit out to shortstop, fielded by Wilson. The throw to first is in time for out number 1 as Craig Jennings grounds out to short.
Next up for Littlefield, number 8.
So 1 away with nobody on, and here comes Jaden Kirkland. This is the district opener, the first of 14 games in district play, and we'll have all of them for you here on the Littlefield Sports Network, both home and away. First pitch to Kirkland. High, ball 1. And Estes is now over 100 pitches in the game with a 101. Next pitch, high and outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. As Kirkland steps back into the box. Ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. To the Wildcats catcher, Jaden Kirkland. That one comes in for a strike, and now it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Next pitch, swing and a miss at strike 2, and now it's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Next pitch, swing and a miss at strike 3 as Kirkland goes down swinging for out number 2. And the Littlefield Wildcats are down to their last out. Anastasio Ayala comes up with a game on his shoulders here. Ayala needs to get on base by any means necessary here. Kaiser Billingsley would be the next batter in the order for the Wildcats if Ayala can get on base. First pitch to Ayala. Swing and a ground ball. Slow roller out to second. Fielded by Rocha. The throw to first is in time. And that is out number 3 to retire the side and end the game as the Littlefield Wildcats tonight will go down in defeat to fall to 0-1 in district play, with a 7-0 final score against Idalou. We'll be back to wrap this one up.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit durablebuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. And let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Brown Flying Service in Littlefield provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer full-service spraying and crop dusting for your agriculture operation. The Browns are longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats and send them all the best in tonight's game. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, It's Brown Flying Service, supporting the Wildcats this season.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center. With affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts, Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit EnergyFitnessLFD.com for more information.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back into Wildcats Field, where this one is in the books. The Littlefield Wildcats go down in defeat tonight by a final score of 0-7 to Idalou in the district opener. Let's take a look at your post-game statistics. First, pitching-wise for Littlefield, Blayton Solis gets the start on the mound tonight. He went 4 complete innings. He faced a total of 23 batters. He threw 93 pitches in the game. He allowed 4 runs to come across the plate. 2 of those were earned for an ERA of 3.5. Blayton had 4 strikeouts, gave up 4 hits, and walked 4 batters. Gabriel Mata then came on to finish the game. He pitched 3 complete innings. He faced 16 batters. Gabe threw a total of 54 pitches. He gave up 3 runs. 2 of those were earned for an ERA of 4.67. He had no strikeouts, gave up 5 hits, and walked 2 batters in the relief effort tonight for the Wildcats. Taking a look at the hitting stats for Littlefield tonight, Gabriel Mata went 0 for 3 at the plate. Blayton Solis went 0 for 3. Dawson Adkins went 0 for 3. Kaysen Villarreal went 0 for 2 with a walk. CJ Weaver was 0 for 3. Craig Jennings was 0 for 2 with a walk. Jaden Kirkland was 1 for 3 with a single today. Anastasio Ayala went 0 for 2 with a walk. And Kaiser Billingsley went 0 for 1 at the plate today as he was hit by a pitch once and got on base. But the Wildcats only managed 1 base hit in the game today and no runs scored in the district opener here tonight. 7-0, the final score. Idalou wins. Littlefield will try to get back on track this Saturday when they head to Muleshoe to take on the Mules. It'll be a 12 noon first pitch in Muleshoe. If you can't make the trip, you can watch the action here on the Littlefield Sports Network. You can listen to the audio at littlefieldsports.com. 7-0, the final score. Wildcats fall to 0-1 to start district play. We'll see you on Saturday at noon in Muleshoe.
This Littlefield High School baseball broadcast on the Littlefield Sports Network has been brought to you by the following Wildcats and Lady Cats supporters: the Littlefield Independent School District, First United Bank of Littlefield, Continental Dairy Facilities Southwest, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wiley Implement and Spray Center. Also by Durable Builds, the Lance Insurance Agency, Brown Flying Service, Always Towing, Energy Fitness, and First Federal Bank, Littlefield. This is West 11 Sports Media, your home for Littlefield High School sports.